Hello everybody and welcome back to Take on Helicopters with me, Knee-High Hobo, where we are about to start a new mission and Mrs. Carmichael's turned up and rocked the boat. We need to go and repair a helicopter and see if people are going to start talking over me. Oh no, we get 2 seconds to go and do all the stuff first, so...
Send in any snaps of the warships in the harbor, and we'll try to get those up on our website,
Pantsuit. She's kind of cute. Though I don't know what's going on with the boobs there. Asphalt. So
just when exactly is it going to rain today?
I can't sell it. No maintenance required. I wonder if I've got that turned off. And that's why... We've actually got 2 new helicopters as well. That one. Unknown problem. Right, so what you can do with this then is, as you look around, and this is where the sort of Armour 2 engine falls down a little bit. I don't know what the Armour 2 engine's called. I'll have to look that up. But if you can find the right spot to look at something, you can go ahead and inspect it. And therefore reduce the cost. There we go. But there's no real rhyme or reason as to where things are. There's no indication, it's just pot luck. You've just got to very, very slowly go round and sort of mouse over everything. I'm only going to do this the once. Every other time I'll just pay. Because it takes ages, and I mean they really went to town. Really went to town on the detail on these things. See, I know that the prop and the well, the engine, the I assume prop shaft. I don't know. My brother-in-law's used to be a helicopter technician, so I have to ask him all the different parts so I actually know what I'm on about. Or I sound like I know what I'm on about at least. See, the landing gear should... That had it then when I press V. I'm trying to lie down. I don't know what lie down is on this. Oh, now that's helpful. If you hold down the Alt key, it shows you. Brilliant. So that's on the other side. There's a couple of bits up here for me to look at. Okay, that's useful to know. So that's been checked. That's been checked. This side. Ha 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 ha. Check this. How do we get close enough to check that then? I want to lie down, but I don't know what lie down is. That's not going to help at all. Oh. Don't want that. Don't want that. It's here! It's right damn here! Oh, there it was. Oh, it's the tube! Okay. Some more inspections to do around that side. There's one on the tail here. Really? Not close enough for you? Everything seems to be fine. There's another one. There's two there. There's two more to check at this end. So you telling me it's the wheel? Because we haven't done the fuel. I don't think, anyway. So I guess the engine? I thought we'd done that. Well, so this is the avionics anyway. Front gear? Is that what you're telling me to check? Oops. Oh, right, if you press page down, even better. Page down just turns them on and off. Superb. Right, right, so that's all look around. How do we crouch? Shift. Not tab, not caps lock. That zoom. So it is the landing gear it wants me to inspect. I think. Or is it this thing here? Oh, so there's a time accelerator as well, and that's on the plus and minus keys. Oops, don't want that one. Let's just quickly have a look at what crouches. Controls. Oops. Copter infantry controls. Straightforwards. Pervasive left, right, stand up, crouch, prone, Z. There we go. Now, was it just me, or did that just get a lot louder all of a sudden? Let's just check that.
Ready for liftoff.
I wonder if I just caught my headset there. I guess that must have been it. Okay. So the light's okay. We need to do the blade. Inspect main rotor. Oh, still 150. What else is there to look at then? So the only thing I can think of that we haven't looked at is the fuel bath. Oh, there's one. Fuel's fine. Oh, what that crosshair is. Let's oops, go and have a look at that. So that means the well, ladies and gentlemen, I am stumped, and so therefore I'm just gonna go pay the $115 and have done with it. because that's 10 minutes we spent doing that, and there's still a mission to do, so this is going to be a damn long episode. But if I remember, I will pop a annotation. So yeah, how you do this then is you select the aircraft that you want, you go to the maintenance, and then down here it'll tell you what you need to spend on it to get it working. So there we go. If we go back to maintenance now, no maintenance is required. Ion. Okay, cool. So that's that one. So they dropped off a perfectly broken helicopter for us. Fucking thanks. So yeah, if I remember, I'll put up a little note on there saying to skip forwards to nowsies. Come on, you bugger.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Oh, not much. You're tasked to fly down to some facility, assist with the training of PMCs for Ion, some subsidiary of Vronacor. Honestly, I'd watch myself. These guys are cowboys. Contractors always are. No respect, No class.
It'll be fine, Joe. Don't sweat it.
Right, because you're the expert. Anyway, I'm a little busy, so I'll catch up with you later.
Sure, yeah. Take it easy, man. See you later.
Okay, so I don't know. That seemed a little bit quiet to me. I'm going to check it back in the footage, but if you guys would prefer that to be much louder, then let me know and I'll adjust the volume there. But I don't know. At least you had the subtitles anyway, so you could read what was being said. Let's go. Yeah, I think this then is the mission that had me foxed.
Switching batteries on. Holding starter for engine 1. Throttle to idle for engine 1.
I want to take that boat to do a mission. Oh, I should have taken it for the whale watching.
Releasing starter for engine 1.
That would have been
Initiating
kick-ass.
warm-up. Throttle to full for engine 1. Ready for liftoff.
Hooray! Up we go! Now, two things. Would you guys like...
I was a bit short with you before.
No problem, really. Hey, I didn't mean to come across, flippant or whatever.
I know, it's just these contractors, the very same. They were getting deployed to South Asia just as I was finishing up my last tour over there. Those like those, they just don't have a good rep. Just guns for hire.
Sure, man, I understand. I'll watch myself and... Thanks, Joe. I know you're just looking out for me.
No problem, bro. Fly safe.
Okay, so as I was saying there, would you guys like to see me do some Microsoft Flight stuff? Because I've just bought the Alaska pack for it. I decided eventually to go ahead and just grab that. So let me know in the comments, or again, Twitter. Yeah, of course, I've got the Twitter account as well that you can go to. But the other thing that I wanted to mention, whilst I'm just talking about Microsoft Flight there, is that there was one of the, they have these little messages that pop up. One of them was talking about helicopters in the game. So, has anybody come across helicopters? Is basically my question. Because I think that would be pretty cool to do helicopters in Microsoft Flight, but I've just not seen them up for purchase. So, I don't know if they're in some sort of special hangar or something like that I need to go and find, or if it's a purchase from Microsoft's site only, or I just don't know. But it just seems odd that they talk about it without actually starting, without actually putting them in. So yeah, if anybody has any information on that, again, you can Twitter at Hobo or drop it in the comments below. So what we're doing now is we're heading over to go and meet a group of mercenaries. Now, if it's the same guy that I met last time, He reminds me, if anybody's seen District 9, he reminds me of the armed forces, the special service armed forces guy who was in that. I forget his name. I remember the main guy in it who was there as part of the government official was Vickrey. Oh god, no, I can't remember his name now. It's just Vicus or something like that. But yeah, you'll see what I mean when I get there. But yeah, it's all going to kick off. Spoilers. And he's a bit of an arsehole. Everyone in this game is a bit of an arsehole. Apart from me. Oh, there is... and you know how I call the voice acting into question in this. Again, spoiler alert, about 2 or 3 missions ahead, there is some astoundingly funny voice acting coming up, so you need to come back for those ones. I'm sure it's the next mission, but it might be the mission after. I was in tears. I was in absolute tears when I first did it. I won't. I'll go ahead and stop talking about it there because I don't want to spoil it for you. But like I say, do make sure that you come back for it because it is just priceless. It truly is. Okay, so we're nearly at the first LZ. Now that's going to be interesting because I don't think. Oh yeah, it has. So I didn't know whether or not it had the necessary things, because there's not just one guy that we're going to pick up here. Sounds like a good Saturday night in Essex. It's not just one guy that we're going to pick up. We're going to pick up 3, and this isn't what you call a transport helicopter. Because it has no back seats. But you don't need back seats for these guys, they are hardcore. Is that a smoke grenade? Oh no, it's another helicopter. And... oops. There's a little bit of a chaotic landing this one. Boom! Nice. Now, do I have to get out? Oh, get briefed, yeah. Right, so let's turn the engines off.
Throttle to idle for engine 1.
Oh. Okay, sorry about that.
Initiating cooldown.
I think I'm not sure what happened there, but for some reason it just flipped back to the desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that Fraps has split that recording into 2 now, as a result for that. But nevertheless, you didn't really miss anything. We were only gone for a second. I think once engine 1's closed, I think we can get out. Okay, we're just waiting for the blaze to stop spinning after that. Yeah, cool. Let's go this way. Let's check for zombies. No zombies.
You must be larking. My name's Frost. I'm the training super. Today, I'm your boss. We'll
No,
brief
it's not the
and then
same
get
guy.
airborne.
I had a different one before.
Understood.
All right then, listen up. We've got 2 exercises to get through today.
Oh my god, your
First
eyes!
up, low-level flight. Getting the lads used to combat insertions and evacs.
Dolph
Secondary
Lundgren.
objective, live fire exercises at the range. Questions?
Yeah, just
You're
one.
too fat to be a
Sir,
merc.
I seem to be missing the flight plan.
There's no fixed route, Larking. You'll be responding directly to my commands. When I say bank right, you sure as hell bank right. Roger that?
Eat my ass.
Sure, I've got it.
Good. Okay, boys, board the chopper.
If he dies,
Right,
he
Larkin,
dies.
get
Well,
the
that's
bird
more
in the air.
Schwarzenegger than it is.
Fine day for flying.
more nobody than it is anyone else. Protect me from zombies. And bolt. So this is what I mean. No back seats, but they get these sort of skis at the side that they can sit on. So it's all very Vietnam. Now, engines? Anybody? Turn helicopter on. Changes it. Oh, we're gonna have to manually start this. Am I gonna have to guess?
Holding starter for engine 1. Throttle to idle for engine 1. Throttle to full for engine 1.
Take the brake off.
Releasing rotor brake.
Um,
Throttle to idle for engine 1. Throttle to full for engine 1.
is there any engine 2 stuff?
Releasing starter for engine 1.
I don't know, have I done this right? I never did the tutorial on how to start. Starter, throttle, nothing for engine 2. Right, let's see if we take off and crash. Oh, we take off. And we can do that and that, so that guess that engine 2, which I assume would be the tail rotor, that must be working. Let's turn that off. Balance you out. Ooh. So it doesn't feel entirely the same. Maybe if I got out of the helicopter and got back in again, that might have done it. Yeah, never mind. So, this guy's going to bark orders at us, and we have to do it. That's basically the mission. And there are some stupid things that he's going to ask us to do. So, and this is quite a lengthy mission, because he'll ask us to do quite a fair bit of stuff. I really should have gone and got another drink, because I'm now empty. And it's going to be a while before I can go and get another one.
Take us down. Boys got to get used to low-level flight in rapid deployment situations. I want to be able to touch the goddamn trees, Larking. Keep our altitude below the specified flight ceiling. Do you copy that?
Sure, I copy.
Track along the path of the road.
So, follow the road. And follow the road. Pretty much drive on the road is the idea of it. Though, they just say specified height, so what I need to do now is go into my map and find out what the specified height is. Which, as you could probably guess, wouldn't be a great idea.
Are you not listening?
So I guess we're talking about 50 odd meters or so. I don't know which road I'm supposed to be following, but well, wee.
Were you not listening?
We went a bit too fast. Oh shit! And now we're going a bit too fast towards the ground.
Okay, bank left.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Follow the course of the valley. Are you not listening?
Yeah, I am listening. I can't get to the valley. I say he's got a real attitude problem, this fella. These people in the cars must be kegging themselves. Shit.
What exactly is the problem here?
Yeah, so about 50 metres looks... 50 metres in a valley where it's populated by trees that are 30 metres, in a helicopter which is probably... Oh, Jesus. Probably 6 or 7 metres. If you do those sorts of maths, it don't work out too well, sunshine.
What do I say about touching the trees, Larking?
That you're a tree hugger? That we shouldn't do it because God cries when we touch trees. When we touch wood.
Bank hard right. Are you not listening?
Oh, we're in a spin, we're in a spin, we're in a spin, and there's no coming out of it. There is no coming out of that. There was nothing I could do there. That's what I mean. He's going to give us all these crazy, stupid things to do, and we are going to crash. I can't remember where that last save point was. I'm probably actually going to wind up having to do some of my own saves on this too. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, the vibration's back. Yeah, we're right at the beginning. Again, you can probably hear the vibration in the joystick now. Which I think adds quite a nice sound effect. Well, certainly in real life it adds quite a nice sound effect for... Okay, so every waypoint... Well, yeah, we'll do every waypoint. I'm going to do a save.
Okay, bank left. Follow the course of the valley.
I've had to pull the throttle back a little bit as well to keep the speed down so that we don't... If you go too fast, the helicopter automatically flips its nose up and you lose all your speed, and it just becomes quite tricky to get back into this position. It's easier to stay in this position slower than it is to...
Get back under the flight ceiling now!
than it is to go really quickly and then wind up having to readjust yourself all the time.
What exactly is the problem here?
What is your major malfunction? Now get ready to go ahead and do another save. Which would be... about new would do. Oh, but of course, going back to what I was saying about I don't know what the height is, that little green marker on the height,
Follow my orders,
there you go, it's
Larkin.
gone red, you see. And now we come back underneath it and it goes green and everything's happy. And again, we've got about the 150 kilometres per second, kilometres per hour mark on the speedometer, so we have markers for everything. Huzzah.
Crest that hill.
So there's a minimum speed and a minimum height. Could throttle up a little bit on this.
Follow my orders, Larkin.
And we'll wait for the hill to come to us. The other thing as well, you got that fail time in the top right hand side. If I fall back under the objective at say 29 seconds, it resets itself to 0. So you get 30 seconds to go between points, if you will. Now I think this is the bugger. I've got to come in on a 0 heading on this. So I'm going to go ahead and save this one a bit earlier.
Follow my orders, Larkin.
That's low.
Alright, we're done here. Any more and you crash anyway. Beat a path over to the firing range and try not to kill us, huh?
He says to me, try not to kill us. And he's the one saying fly 50 metres above a bloody tree line at 150 kilometres an hour. What a tard. Okay, so yeah, I thought that was where the training ground is. It's not, it's this next one. So I have to come in on the 0 heading. Which means I might need a slight course adjustment here, actually. For a rapid insertion. That's what she said. It's not a nickname to be proud of, rapid insertion. And there's Chernogorsk and some zombies and Electro. I'm just rattling out names that I've heard from other people playing the DayZ mod.
Alright then, I want a fast insertion. Larkin will set us down. Lads, quick dismount on my orders. Weapons free downrange.
So there you go. Now, as you can see...
I can't see anything from here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, as you can see...
Can you keep us steady?
I've got to get myself into a position that I'm flying
I can't see
through
anything from here.
that line. So I've got to get myself set up in order to fly. So yeah, I almost keep those two lines behind me, and then when I turn round, it's effectively sort of a bit of a goalpost effect. So if I'd known this for the whale watching, it probably would have made everything a damn sight simpler, I'll tell you that much. Okay, let's turn and just see where we are on that. So we're sort of right, we'll just strafe over a little bit
I've got a great view from here.
and line that up. This took me forever to solve this. We're going to do that. Coming in there, this is looking good. Drop down some more. And he's got, this isn't the end of it. This truly is not the end of the crazy shit this guy wants me to do. Oh, trees! Oh, you can just fly through that. No. I came in a bit too fast there, so we'll go ahead and do that one again. Like I say, we are going to crash a few more times, because he's not done with stupid demands.
I can't see anything from here.
Okay, so, but what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go back, I'm going to get myself back into that position again, and then I'm going to save it. And then I don't have to deal with that, because that's not the cleverest position to be flying in from. So we'll go about here and turn at that.
Okay, the angle is perfect.
So just have to strafe across a little bit. Give it a bit more throttle. Okay, it's about there. Gonna let that settle out. That's good, right, okay, so that's about right there. Actually, maybe just a touch more. Cool, that's it, and then we're going to level that out. We're going to bring that in the second dial there. The white dot and the green dot are going to meet each other. We'll square up at that, that's good. Height's good as well. I'm just going to get over the other side of that tree line, and then just thump the throttle off. Like that. We're going to come in hard and fast. We're going to come in early this time.
Don't have all day, Larking.
Okay, and then
Go, go, go! Larking,
fly away.
back in the air, man! Rapid burst! Lay down some cover, goddammit!
So that's the first bit, but we're not entirely done here yet. Oh, sorry, yeah, I need to fly over here. But we're not going to fly too quickly because we're obviously staying around this sort of area.
Right then, now I want a fast extraction. Land quickly, get the boys aboard, get the hell out of there. Come on, can you get me a better angle?
Okay, we're going to go ahead and just save that there because the angle and the height and everything look pretty good.
I've got a great view from here.
Oh, a compliment. Oh my god. Okay, don't want to get too high.
I can't see anything from here. Can you keep it steady? You really call that a fast landing? Everyone aboard now! Move it,
Go,
lads,
go,
under
go,
fire.
go!
Larking, once they're aboard, take us up, sharpish!
Yeah, that's it. No fucking about. Go. But I'm not going to go too sharpish because I know what's coming next. So this way, and
Now
There we
here's
go.
something. That's my buddy Asano down there. Shift the chopper over and give him a blast of the rotor wash.
Actually, I'm not sure that's really part of the...
Move it, Larking! That little arsehole had the very same happen to me on my deployment. Quickly!
so yeah, we've got to hover above this guy and give him some of the downbeating air at 20 meters. Because this guy is an arsehole, as I said. I'm just going to move over here, and that's 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Sorry guys, I really don't want to do this, but this guy's an absolute arse.
Ah, look at those idiots! Maybe you're not completely useless after all, Larking. Alright, that'll do. Set us down over there by the range, Larking. Clearly my lads could do with the extra practice.
So, no rapid insertion this time, no particular bearings needed, no specific bearings anyway.
You've been practicing your landings, huh?
Yes. Okay, but we're still not done. I know this is now 40 minutes in. This is going to be, as I said, it's a long mission, this one. It didn't help that we had the 10 minutes at the start as well. But at least we get rid of that guy and his and Dolph Lundgren and Fatty. Okay, we're going to get to use a new button here as well on the panel at the bottom.
Damn it.
Have a look at the bottom
Hey,
right hand side,
bro,
just
it's Tom.
off the
Can you
compass.
get me some quick info?
The amber one?
Absolutely. Is everything okay, Tommy? What's the matter?
I'm fine. Everything's fine, except, well, the flight plan seems it was a bit, off. They hadn't factored in all of the maneuvers.
What the heck? Off the books maneuvers? You know, that isn't part of a contract, Tom.
I know. Point is, fuel is going to be a problem. I need you to find me somewhere that I can land and take on extra.
Goddamn cowboys. Okay, just sit tight. I'll get right back to you, bro.
Okay, I think it's over here, so I'm just going to start banking early. Sure, it's over here somewhere.
Alright, okay. I've updated your data with the closest heliport. You're low on fuel, so make a quick decision about the fastest approach. It's up to you which way is best. I can't really judge it from here.
Yeah, it's there, over here, so I wasn't too far off. By the way, that second line, make a quick decision about the fast approach. Can't help but thinking, if I don't make a quick decision, then a fast approach will be decided for me when we're out of fuel. So at the moment we're amber, that's reasonably safe. Which one of these gauges tells me the fuel, I have no idea. So I don't know exactly how much fuel I've got. Suffice to say, there's probably about 6 minutes of flight time, because I did redline it before. Because I landed and it didn't shut down and it didn't register, so I had to take off and put it down, and I was up and down and up and down and up and down. We should be able to put it down and get fueled up in the amber, and then start developing a new storyline. Because old Tom here is about to go and get himself some booty. Yeah. Okay. And let's get ourselves into a better position to see. If anybody's ever played there's an arcade, a Star Wars arcade game where you sit, and it's like rail tracked, and you sit in the cockpit of a TIE fighter, and then you can do lightsaber battles, but all you have is the joystick, and you railroad, and then you move the joystick accordingly to move the crosshair. So you're almost more of a gunner than a pilot. That's pretty much what this feels like at the moment. Kudunk. There you go. Engines off. I think it did this last time.
Initiating
Oh,
cooldown.
it's okay. It's doing it. So we've got to go see her.
Throttle to close for engine 1.
Brilliant. Okay. Let's get out. Given that we've done enough to fulfill that part of the deal. Hold on, where's she gone? Oh, there you are. Crazy teleporting bitch. Could be a lesbian. Hello? Oh, do I have to get back in?
Look, I'm real
Oh.
sorry about this whole unannounced landing. It was something of an emergency.
Hello?
I don't sweat it.
Actually,
Hey,
whilst
that's
they're
a
doing this
fun
storyline,
shopper
I'm
you
just going to
got
go grab
there,
a drink,
the
so I'll
real
be right back.
whirlwind, huh?
Sure, she handles like a beauty. When she's got fuel, at least.
Oh, yeah, see, you found yourself in a bit of a pickle.
Something like that. The name's Tom, by the way. Tom Larkin. I work up at Highland Park.
Oh, yes, Larkin Aviation. I was sorry to hear the news about your father, Tom. A real fine gentleman. Look, now I'd be willing to refuel your bird, Tom. In return, I'd just love to get up in the air and see how she handles. Think you can give me a ride up to Highland Park? Heck, I've got some business to attend in downtown anyway.
Oh, sure, yeah. It'd be my pleasure. We'll invoice our business manager for the fuel once we arrive.
Okay, so there we go. We now have another passenger. Oh, Thomas here just loves picking people up. I don't know why the RPM lights flashing up red. Start this. Oh, not again. Let's try getting out this time rather than me having to try and start it up automatically. Manually even. I am, aren't I? I'm going to have to do this manually. Damn it. Oops. Manual trim release. That's that. And
Releasing starter for engine 1.
temperature lights on as well. I don't know whether or not I've started that properly because I never did a cooldown sequence. That was the other thing. So I think it must just have to fan itself cool again. So there we go. Let's go with that. We're ready for takeoff. Let's just assume. So whilst we've got the flight back, as much as I can, whilst these guys are going to wind up talking over me as well. I was thinking the other day about the Spore series and how it sort of ended and it never got finished. I was wondering about the idea of doing a live stream and actually trying to complete it during that. So, because I've been toying with the idea of doing a live stream. I just don't know what it is that I'd play. So that sort of seems a bit like a bit of a logical step to make. So yeah, you can pop down in the comments there what you think of that idea and let me know. Maybe we'll look at doing that at some point, because I've never done a live stream before, And I've never played through the galactic part of that game in its entirety. I just started it and then sort of wandered off a little bit, and with the whole thing with EA, that just, let's say, it just seems like a good point for closure. So let's say, just bear in mind the date as well. So if you're watching this in 2013 or 2014, it may have already happened. So I would you can leave a comment. Just have a quick check through the other comments and just see if anybody's mentioned.
Sure, she's a real pleasure to fly.
Any chance that you could put her through her paces? You know, show me what she's capable of?
I'll see what I can do.
So everybody on this mission just wants me to crash. But actually, if we are going to crash, let's go ahead and save it before we do so. So yeah, just check the comments and just see if anybody else has posted anything which would indicate that that has happened. The Spore live stream, that is.
I'm awful sorry. In my excitement, I've forgotten to introduce myself. It's Maggie Townsend. Nice to meet you, Tom Larkin.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Townsend. Thanks again for the help.
I will not hear another word about it, Tom.
She sounds a bit like Sheldon's sister from The Big Bang, Missy. Into the water we go. How low can we get? Well, not very, because we're running out of... we've got too much airspeed, and we've got a hill coming up. Oh, Christ. Birds. Nearly had a haircut. Oh, I wonder if you can crash into these other helicopters as well. See, I would have thought that flying this close to the tree line, if you got a collection of birds in there and they decided to shit themselves and fly up all of a sudden, that would be one hell of a bird strike, and there would be problems. Many, many problems. Now, here we go. We might be able to get down on this water. Airspeed's reasonably good, although we are gaining quite quickly. Oh, thanks. Don't know if you heard that. Mr. Gran Turismo out there. Gentle, gentle. Easy. 14, 13, 12, 10, 9. Yeah, look at that. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No, there's only so much I'm willing to do. But yeah, that would have been a quick, rapid insertion right there for you.
So, word is Larkin Aviation's in bed with Veronicor now. Tricky business, Tom. Tricky business.
Well, we still retain our independence. It's more of a partnership, really.
Oh, I'm sure. Though I know your father resisted takeovers from the bigger companies for years. Yeah, times are tough. I don't mean to make any judgment there, Tom. Simply a friendly observation.
Watch your mouth. So yeah, this is the last bit of this mission then. So it's coming up to about an hour that it's been. Yeah, plus the 10 minutes fixing the helicopter in the first place.
Just a word of warning, though. I've seen strong family businesses disappear under the weight of corporate ownership. And the Larkins have been a part of the fabric of civil aviation here for years.
That's true, and we very much intend to keep it that way.
So I'm going to go ahead and do my sign-off. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. And like I say, especially if you want the Godfather series, you want to be kept up to date with that. Follow me at Twitter at Hobo. I've also done a Facebook thing, which is Hobo Gaming. That's first and last name. So you can add me on there as well. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. As I say, thank you very much for joining me. If you've got any suggestions as well for other games, and or ways that you want me to play the games that I'm currently doing, then shit. Then do let me know.
It's great.
You crazy cow. Yeah.
Isn't it agile?
Slightly missed a target there, but yeah, sort of.
Okay, here we are. Thanks so much for your help today.
Oh, not at all. That was just great. What a great ride.
She
Just gonna
sure is.
actually put it where it should
Okay, we'll settle up the fuel bill as soon as possible. You'll be able to send us an invoice?
Yeah, no problem. I'll just, go on ahead and make it out to Veronicor. Isn't it agile?